Okay, hey guys, Travis here. Today we're going to be playing Perfect Dark for the n64, but we're playing this on an emulator. This is going to be the Japanese version. I'm going to show you everything that there is. The Japanese version is technically like a little bit easier than the English version because there's a couple there's a couple shields on some of the levels. Not on easy mode, regardless of what even the English version is the same pretty much, except they changed Joanna Dark's character design. But the game's really overall the same thing. Like it's really not that much different if you're someone who's played these games for as long as I did. Okay, so this is single missions, this is agent mode, and this is pretty much it. Okay, so unlike GoldenEye, I mean, if you've played the Japanese version of GoldenEye, they have all the body armors regardless of what levels, and I think there's actually a few more on Depot, but I'm not sure. I think there's still regardless like 12 of them. But anyways, Perfect Dark, it's really not that hard of a game if you know where everything's at and you know how to play this game with skill. This is probably the hardest game I've played, with the exception of maybe Star Ocean 2 for the PS1 and the PSP remake, because there's a couple bosses. But the whole Star Ocean series, while it's not that hard of a game, at the same time, though, there's some bosses that, if you were to play it on, like, Universe mode or Fourth Dimension mode, which is, like, the higher difficulties, it really gets difficult. There's, like, I mean, like, you'd have to be at, like, a max level, and some of these games, like they literally don't leave you with much of an option, but Perfect Dark, though, it's kind of the same thing, though. You're seeing me run past these guards, but, like, right now, you would be surprised. You could play this on, like, Universe mode, like some games, I mean, you play this game on easy mode, the game doesn't do much to you. It's really rare to die on easy mode. But you play it on perfect agent mode, and like the first guard can kill you instantaneously. It's like a huge, huge difference how this game really picks up the speed and what it requires you to do. But I have yet to, like on perfect agent mode though, there's some levels that I have yet to unlock because at least the save file that I have right now, I have to beat agent mode all the way up to perfect agent mode. So it's kind of like in GoldenEye, like, in order to unlock Aztec and Egyptian, you had to beat the game on secret agent and double agent. But in this game's case, though, you have to, in order to get the last levels, for the most part, you have to beat the game on all the way up to a perfect agent to get my NSOS and War on double agent, or perfect agent. And even that level's hard. But, this whole game is hard. But, again, I've played this game enough times that I know where everything's at, and I just know what to do at certain points. But perfect agent mode, it's really not easy. So we're just gonna start off like real easy, real slow, and like what you're seeing right now. This what you're seeing right now is pretty self-explanatory what I'm doing. Just like running through the level, making sure that I don't run into anything that's going to kill me. Or if I do, I shoot them dead before they even get a chance to hit me. So Perfect Dark is probably without a doubt one of the best games that Rareware has ever made. Just how difficult it is. Like every gun has like all these different functions, and it's really cool how they changed the premise of this game. Keep in mind, this isn't a speed run. This is just me trying to beat it fast, though. But at the same time, though, it's just me trying to have fun with it too. So here we're going to get Dr. Carol. Pretty much the story of Perfect Dark. It's real easy to understand. Like, okay, so you play as I believe she's 23. Wow, I can't believe it. Yeah, I actually forgot to do something. I have to go all the way back now, don't I? Okay, so I made a mistake. Apparently, there's these laser grids, and it's okay. I mean, this is just a walkthrough, but a let's play rather. You have to take a picture of this isotope, which is really hazardous. So you got to take it like it's in this very cliche room. There's another shield in there. Every level's got 2 shields on them, for the most part, at least. There's a few levels that only have 1 shield, and they're only there on agent mode, and then special agent and perfect agent, they are gone, even in perfect agent mode. There's a couple levels where, like the way this game works, Perfect Dark is way harder than GoldenEye is, and GoldenEye, with the exception, I don't know what they doing. they know he followed me. Okay. So, really what you want to do is just, kill all the guards that are coming your way. Make sure they're not getting in the way here. But really what you have to do is that isotope that's over there, we'd have to take a picture of it way before the we'd come this way. Which is okay because it's not really going to take me that long to get back over there. But yeah, Perfect Dark is it's a really cool game. Like all these guns they give you, all these different mechanics that the game requires you to get used to. Like if you play GoldenEye, it's pretty much the same thing, but they kind of expanded some stuff. Every gun you can duck, you can crouch, you can. Well, I mean, you can do this in GoldenEye too, but it's a lot easier in this game to do it. Okay, so what I'm doing is to save some time. It kind of lags on an emulator. So what I'm going to do is, because all the guards are dead, I'm going to take this camera and go all the way back to the isotope room with it. And I'm going to, so that way Joanna Dark doesn't have to wait through, because what that is right there that you just saw me go through, that is known as the laser grid transformation center, or rather something like that. So you'd have to wait for that little isotope. There is a glitch that you can abuse to get past it, but it's like really, really hard to do. And I'm not really going to abuse the glitch because I'm not trying to use glitches on this run. I don't use glitches in video games. Try to stay away from those. Okay, there's usually 2 guards in here, but I forgot I killed them, so. And I can see my bullet holes on the wall. Okay, so what's weird is you can't take a picture of this until you get right here. I'm going to just turn around, and then we'll just go back the way we came. So that pretty much made up for all the time that I lost, and I should be on level 4 by now, but yeah, we all make mistakes. Anyways, so this is a dragon. You can use it as a proximity mine, which is cool. Just throw it on the ground, have someone step over it, but make sure you don't step over it. There's a couple drones up there. Make sure you don't trigger them. And the game crashed. Hold on a second. Okay, so we got level 3 now, which is we saved Dr. Carroll, and now we got to get the hell out of Datadyne, which is the company that we're in to begin with. Pretty much rivaling the Carrington Institution if you've played Perfect Dark. So they're going to pretty much, this place, the running joke with this whole place is the whole place is like under surveillance and all that. So like there's like armed guards walking in here and all that. So it's like it's kind of like it's not really more. It's not like a secret base. It's really like it'd be like saying that you walk into Fort Knox. That'd be a base. And like like there'd be armed guards everywhere, or like Area 51, which is a level later on we'll go to. So it's essentially like a level that has like stuff all around it. It's pretty cool. So now we just got to wait for the guards to. Well, not really wait for the guards. Now we just gotta wait for the elevator. What's weird is the way the game works. This elevator usually it's here, but if you wait too long, it'll go right back up. So you have to wait for this elevator to move, which is not too bad because the elevator. Well, I'm in it now. This part is bulletproof, but the sides aren't. Okay, so if we go in here, here's the other shield. Level 1. Okay. So now we have to kill all of Cassandra DeVries, which is a woman with blonde hair. She is the one that owns this building. So we gotta kill all her female bodyguards. We don't have to kill everybody else, though. So there should be another one right over here. and then 2 over here. You can use a lock-on ability with the CMP 150. It's like probably the cheapest way to beat some of these levels as long as you have this level. This gun. Alright, so here we go. So we turn these lights on. It's funny because they can't see because they got night vision on. The game will do this to you too if you turn the lights on when you use night vision. It's funny how that works. It really is. So there we go. That level's easy. Alright, so level 4 is the Carrington Bill. Or they kidnapped Carrington because he took Dr. Carroll. Well, it's funny because the time that, okay, so we escape with Dr. Carroll, but then the next level begins with like all this time passing, and they kidnap Dr. Carroll again. So Dr. Carroll had like all this stuff to tell Mr. Carrington, which is the owner of the Carrington Institution. And there we go. Right. So we got a sniper rifle here, which is really nice. Which you really don't need to really constantly use, but constantly speaking, though, disarming people is probably like one of the best mechanics in this game. If you destroy both these crates, one of them right here on the left, you get a Devastator. This is a grenade launcher. It's pretty cool. CMP 150 again. These guns are. If you actually are really good with this level, you can actually fly through it so fast that you don't even have to kill anybody. I wouldn't recommend doing this on hard mode, though. I'd recommend waiting. This is one of the few levels in the game that has 2 shields, but for some strange reason, like on the higher difficulties, they just take them out. Like they took both of them out. Like, because the way this game works, and this is like for most of the levels in general, but it's not all the levels though. There's 2 shields. However, on Special Agent. Secret Agent, they'll take out the one shield that was closest to you from the second hardest one to find. So that one's like on Special Agent, you'd have to find that. And then the other one's just still there, but for some strange reason, or like, I think this is the only level that it has 2 shields and it does that. So you got to kill these guys, these shock troop guards, and for the way the level works is you got to kill the last one, and the guard will drop its card key, which is fairly understandable. Sometimes they'll get multiple hits on you. It's kind of... See, this game is, like I said, this game's a lot harder than GoldenEye. They kind of changed some stuff around, and they even like improved the enemy accuracy. It's not that bad, but it gets bad if you're like not really somebody who's used to these kind of games, and you know, it's fairly difficult it is. But this is Chicago. Yeah, you don't want to shoot the CIA agents though. This level's really short too. It's not really that long. You got to kill that guy over there. He's an FBI agent, and he'll contact his friends, and they'll call in support for each other. And you have like all these guards that will just come spawning and all that. There's one shield down here. There's actually technically several guards in here too, so I wouldn't even bother with them. Just be careful when you climb up here. Make sure no one else is following you in here, so they don't shoot you on the way down, but you're like up there. Okay, so we have to get the objectives here. Alright, so we got objective 1 completed. Okay. Now another thing that's really cool about Perfect Dark is there's like some levels that you can like change some of the stuff you do in it. So it's not always. So like this briefcase right here has what is known as a bomb spy in it, which is really cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of stand right here so they don't shoot at me. Make sure that that security drone right there doesn't turn around and start shooting at the bomb spy. And hold on a second. Okay. So now we're back again. This is level 6. This is the G5 building. This is you're gonna see that there's guards in here that are using cloaking devices. So this is when things get a little bit confusing. You might notice how the game sort of glitches a little bit. That's normal for the emulator, at least the one I'm using anyways. It's a graphical glitch. So alright, so here's how we do this. So line up like this, and should we get this guy here? Get down. You just gotta know where these guys are at. If you know where these guys are standing, you'll be fine. There's one shield right here. Another one's coming up. Okay, so after you do that, what you want to do is, now careful you don't fall down here. And there you go. Okay, now I'm going to pull out a gun. Now these alarms are like bulletproof, so you can't shoot them. Which is kind of funny because like in GoldenEye they do the exact same thing. Oh, you have to destroy it. GoldenEye. So now that you activated this alarm, these guys are going to immediately spawn. There's the other shield. Now, if you're fast enough and you stay up here, they will not follow you up here because they will not know where you're at. And I recommend waiting until that timer ticks down, and then wait, I think, approximately 10 seconds for the vault to open up, and then just run down there as fast as you can. So it's, I mean, again, you know, this part's really not that hard on easy mode. You can pretty much annihilate all the guards. But later on, you know, it does get a little difficult. And there is another way to do it with what is known as N-bombs. They'll be like right there if you would. Like certain weapons will appear on certain difficulties if you, well, certain requirements are met on previous levels. But what we're going to do is we're going to skip the N-bombs because we don't have them right now. So they're another really cheap weapon you can use to take advantage of people. So I'm just going to run out of here now. So yeah, Area 51 is next. Okay, so now we have Area 51. This level, it's one of those levels that it's easy on easy mode, but it's like really freaking difficult like later on. And I'll explain why once we get to that definition of it. But really all you have to do on easy mode, and just make sure you don't run into these little cliffs. And you, like, literally you can run right past everything. So there's the security drones. You can just literally run right past them. There's another one over to your side. There's a couple guys in the tower over there shooting at you, but they'll probably miss. Okay, now this is important. Stick to the wall as close as you can. Do not, there's proximity mines that you cannot see, so they'll blow up as soon as they touch you. Here's one shield. Kill this guard. Should be another one around here. Should be right around this corner. There's a turret right here too. So don't just blow the turret up. What's funny is if you stay very close to the side, the turret will not shoot you until you start shooting at it. But if you shoot it enough times and you line up your shots just right, you should be able to shoot. Now these guards are going to spawn in here somewhere, maybe. Oh, there it is. Okay, so that should do it then. Okay, now this guy right here will actually come in handy on the next level if you knock him out and don't kill him. And then that should do it for now. So now what we're going to do is we're going to run into the base, so that way we can get in the base. Okay, so now we have what is known as a mag parsec, or not mag parsec, parsec 4. These are really good weapons, but they're also kind of inaccurate at the same time. But they're really good weapons to have. You know, this gun really drains a lot of ammo, but I'm gonna run fast. It's funny, like some of these guards, like they'll stand. It's kind of like going back to GoldenEye. You know, like sometimes you'll like run into a little area, and like sometimes the guards will just be standing there, like on an angle, and like at the same time, they'll kind of block your entry. That guard that I got stuck between, he occasionally throws a grenade, and so you kind of got to watch out for it. But like on the later difficulties, they can really screw everything up. Especially like seeing how this is like one of the hardest levels in the game, and this is like one of the last parts. So you can imagine how that would play out if that happened. But yeah, that didn't happen though. So now here's another sort of difficult level, but not really too bad on agent mode, because you know, the guards can't really hit you that. I mean, they can hit you now, but they probably won't kill you if you're really good at this game. So he's dead. If you run all the way over here and kill this guy, he's got a shield. This is when guards start dropping shields themselves. There's a few more levels that are actually like this, and instead of them just being planted on the ground somewhere. What I like to do is I like to run through here. There's two elevator lifts, as you can see those going back and forth. They operate on their own, but it's a good idea to get the guards to come after you, so that way you don't have to wait for them. Because what's funny is, if you know, they'll be waiting for you up there, but they'll be like, they can shoot through walls and stuff, and you can't sometimes. So it's kind of better that you wait for this to open up. Another trick that you can abuse in this game, and this kind of makes sense. Let the animation sort of start shooting first, and then like let them then run against a wall, and then like kind of like wait for them to stop shooting, and then kind of ambush them and start shooting. Because what's really interesting is if you time your shots really well, and the timing when you come out of the opening and start shooting at them, the AI kind of gives you like 2 or 3 seconds to I mean, this is especially helpful on the later difficulties, because you know, the enemies will try to shoot you, but like they'll kneel down a little bit, so they kind of give you like 1 or 2 seconds extra before they kind of start straightening out their next shot. But if you can just kind of give yourself a little bit of time and a little bit of strategy, you can actually kill all the guards one by one without even taking any damage. So like, and here's 4 more. There's some more guards. That's really interesting. I've never seen too many guards like that. Make sure you have some sniper rifle ammo, or make sure you have some silencer ammo, or handgun ammo, because you're gonna need to blow this wall up that's coming up ahead. Gotta wait for these other 2 guards, is it? I'm trying to think. But there they are. And just like GoldenEye, like for some strange reason, like if like you have like more than 2 guards and you kill one of the guards standing in front of them, and you try shooting the guy behind him while he's standing right in front of the guy that's already dead, they'll absorb their bullets. So it's kind of like a meat shield, but when they shoot at you, it goes right through them for some strange reason. Okay. So now go pick up this other dragon. Make sure you don't pick them all up. At least not leave at least one of them left over. Okay, so coming up here is, you got to know where this little entry lab is, because if you don't, like, the game won't let you go through here. Now we just got what is known as a super dragon, which is actually a lot better than a regular dragon. It comes equipped with a... No. I might have messed it up, actually. Okay, so now what you want to do is take your lab uniform and put it on. And then you want to kill all these guards because they're in my way. So, and then you enter this room. So you're going to knock this guy out. Now, what's really weird, the way this game's programmed, do not pick up this lab key this guy drops, unless, of course, like, the second you're ready, because I would lay a bomb at this door, so that way the guards that immediately spawn and come in from the other side, they will, so like these guards will only spawn as soon as Objective 2 comes up on the screen, so it's something you gotta kind of watch out for. Super Dragons, they're grenade launchers, but you don't want to kill yourself with them either. Just, this guy can open this door for you too sometimes, but it's usually rare. Okay, so now we're gonna go. Now we got to escape from Area 51 with an alien. An alien! They don't exist. They're conspiracy theorists. I believe everything I'm told. And he's wearing a pair of shoes. And he's got a big head. I guess that makes him a fat head. Must make him an ass hat too. Okay, so we gotta get out of there. Okay, so Area 51, it's not too hard of a level, but this is not really a level you want to wait around too long either. This level gets really, I'll be honest with you, I mean, I don't stress out when I play video games, but there's a few levels that, like, when I play this game, I usually just stop, I just take a break every time I get to this level. I really, it's not too bad, but it's just like one of those levels that you're like, you feel sort of pressured when you play this level, just a little bit, because you have to be fast to beat this, because, I mean, there's no time limit, but, like, the guards will, like, there's some guards that they will start coming out, and I mean, it's not too bad on Agent mode, but like later on though, like on some of the later difficulties, it gets a little difficult, and it really drives you nuts, just a little bit. So yeah. Okay, so this is Jonathan. This is Joanna Dark's brother. Now what we have to do is we have to get him all the way over to where Elvis is. And just make sure you stay by him very closely, because some of the guard, like, he'll kind of wander around a little bit. His AI is not that stupid, and he's also pretty handy with a magnum. But okay, so now he's gonna open up this door for us, and then this door is gonna blow up. Now again, these are all explosions in here. What I do is I would just stay right here. And like as soon as this door opens up, just let them blow up. Just let them blow it up. Just shoot grenades at them. So you just blow them up. Just close the door again. Okay, once the music stops, you can actually blow this up yourself and shoot the guard over there. And then there's Elvis, and we'll skip the cutscene. Pretty much talks about who he is and where he came from. He came from out there. Well, he tells you that, you know, Jonathan saved him once before. That he's friendly and all that, which is nice. Again, just make sure that, you know, when you run into a room that has more than one guard, you take one guard out at a time. Make sure they are the ones that have a hard time shooting you. That's how you beat this game. So they're talking about how they have to escape from Area 51, but like they have to use his little UFO, his little flying saucer, but there's only room for 2 instead of 3. So what you can do, I recommend going the long route for this, because later on Jonathan will help you out on another level, which actually is really easy once you have him. So this next part really isn't that bad. So you got to open up these little walls here, and then we got to leave Area 51 through another way. It really isn't that bad. Okay, so Jonathan's saved, and so is Elvis. I'm just gonna run through here. We're supposed to take the little bike, but what we're gonna do is we're just gonna run through here. So yeah, kill everybody that gets in your way. So that way, this level is easy. I mean, you should pretty much already have it beaten. It's at this point, there's no infinitely respawning guards that I know of, anyways. I think it's just whatever the game throws at you. But there's going to be some guards in here. There's like a few more, 3 more. There's 1, there's 2, and then there's 1 over here just guarding this door. And there we go. So now we're done with Area 51. Now we're going to Air Force One base. Now, which is actually Air Force One. In case you don't know, well, Area 51 is it's a U.S. base. Now we're somewhere in Alaska. I don't know where at, but this is pretty much where the President of the United States would ride his own private jet. Now, like for example, like as of right now, the President of the United States is Barack Obama. So like you know, him and his wife would have will get to ride what is known as a private jet, which is known as Air Force One. So that, I mean, just so you know, like, I mean, just in case you didn't know that. But now you want to put the disguise on before you come into the base. So we open this door and we can go in it. And just take a right. Keep going right. Don't take a left yet. Take a right. Okay, now you want to do this fast. Disarm this guy. Turn this machine off. You just keep hurrying. Just go straight. Now, depending on how fast you do this, and this guy will drop a shield. Now, throw the dragon over here too, just in case. But there's going to be some guards fighting in that room over there. But the problem is, though, if you alert them, then the rest of them will come. And there's only like 4 of them, but they have like really good accuracy for like. So you just want to wait for this door to open. So I don't know. I guess sometimes they'll just aimlessly wander around. But then they'll just blow up too because that dragon was there. They're going to start being in this room though, which is going to be kind of hard. Sort of, but not too bad though. So yeah, the dragons are fun to play with. So I mean, really, you really don't need like to kill every single one of the guards in this game, but like it does help though. It's significant. Oh, and I thought I was going to pull that off and no damage. Oh well. So yeah, if you go up here, you can take a left, and none of the guards should be here. And there you go. You just beat Air Force One base on Agent. So now we're going to Air Force One. Now we got to save the president. Now what's funny is, you know, this game came out way before Obama was president, but it's kind of funny because the president actually looks like Obama, sort of. Which is, what a strange coincidence that is. This is one of the shields I picked up. It's got a laptop gun. This is really cool. So you're going to open this door. This cutscene's going to trigger. You're going to hurry up and run down these stairs. And then turn to your left. And you're going to kill this guy. Do not go into the other rooms. There's going to be more guards you'd have to kill. You just want to get rid of them. You just got to get rid of the guards that are in your way. The president should follow. Now he's going to have some help too, helping you out, but Bodyguards will be out. Kill the Mr. Blondes. These guys are going to be quite common later on. They really don't chase after Trent, the guy in the red. He's going to disappear. If for whatever reason he's still chasing you, I wouldn't even recommend trying to even kill him. You can't kill him, and he's got a one-shot kill gun, which really sucks because that gun is cheap to get around. Okay, so he's going to open up the. He's going to go in the escape pad or the escape pod, and then you're going to have all these other guards coming after. Usually these guys don't make it this far. It's going to blow up this door, and we're done. Okay, now we're going to go to Crash Site, which is out in Alaska Circle, or the Alaskan Circle. So essentially, well, we just essentially got to save the president and kill a president clone. So here's the escape pod. Very simple to do. Now we turn around and we head straight. Okay, so here's Mr. Blonde again. Just kill everybody as fast as you can. Okay, don't let them kill you, but so yeah, there's going to be I think there's 5 guards in this next room here. Just gonna kill as many as you can. Wait for them to come. Okay. Now, what you want to do is just kind of gotta make sure that all the guards don't decide to do their own thing, because they'll do this. I've played this game enough. I know where pretty much all the guards are, where they're not at, where they usually show up. Sometimes they just randomly show up. They don't spawn mine. There's just a lot of little secret paths that you don't really know about unless you really pay attention. There should be 3 Mr. Blondes that make it this far, at least when So kill them, because they'll always run up this way. Oh, okay, 4 of them then, I guess. And after you killed every single one of them, make sure no one else is following you. And then you want to detonate these bombs in here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, make sure that doesn't happen. Nice, okay. So make sure you're set to disarm. Run over here. And disarm Trent as fast as you can, because if he shoots you with that, chances are he'll miss. But if he hits you, he'll instantly kill you with it. If it does hit you with that. So this is just pretty much a magnum, but it kills you in one hit if it shoots. Sometimes there can be guards behind this rock. Sometimes not. Okay, there we go. Oh, I guess he is back there. Yeah, there he is. Okay, nice. Why can't this just work the first fucking time?